Hey y'all, I just got back from Brickworld Chicago and I have a huge surprise to show you in a couple minutes. But I want to show you my white whale and I'll show you the surprise. And then we'll take a look at kind of some things that I have planned. I have so many ideas. I have so many pictures to share and things from Brickworld that will come out over the next week or so. I literally have 400 pictures to share. But let's talk about my white whale that I was finally able to pick up and my surprise first, and then we'll talk about some other things and kind of what's going to happen over the next couple weeks. Before I show you my white whale, does anyone know what it actually is? Let me know in the comments if you were correct in guessing this. I've been after the set for a little bit. I wasn't super public about looking for this. There's a couple things I'm after always, just to complete the city, complete the modulars. So those are obviously on my list, the ones that I'm missing. But this was something kind of outside of that, but kind of adjacent to. And I've been looking for this for a while, actually, ever since I got into the Lego hobby, and I just was not going to pay the crazy prices online for it. And especially paying the prices online and not actually, seeing it, feeling it, being there to actually like pick it up and take it. And so I saw this at the yard sale at Brickworld, and the price was a little high. So I asked the guy about it, and he told me a little bit of information because there's a little bit of things wrong, not wrong, but just kind of different about this set. And so I walked around a little bit. I checked to make sure that there was not a diner, because that's on my needed modulars list. As you can see, I told you I was making a home for it right here. And I didn't see a diner, so I went back. I looked at the set again. I asked if he would do about $50. Actually, I asked him about if he would do about $100 less. He met me in the middle, which was fine, which is about where I wanted to be anyways. And it came home with me. So let's take a look at what it is. All right. Anyone guess that it was the Emerald Knight? This is Lego set 10194, the Emerald Knight. This is an amazing train set. If you are at all into Lego trains, you know how rare this set is. There's so many rare parts on this that it makes it so hard to find complete and for a decent price, and it's impossible to piece together because of all those rare parts. And so this came from a train collector, so I knew it was well taken care of. It already came with the power-up functions built into it, which is awesome. That means I didn't need to find those pieces and do that, and buy those pieces and all that. It's missing just a couple things. It's missing the front coupler. I think there's supposed to be 2 tiles on this side and that side that just kind of close this gap a little bit. But other than that, it is complete, and it's absolutely amazing. This has been a set I've been after for a while. It was one of the reasons why I bought this, just to kind of fill my need for a steam engine. And so, I finally have got this. It's got the light in it. It's just amazing. Not only is the set complete with all these things, it also has the box and the manuals. I know I'm really not a huge box collector or anything like that, or manual collector, but when you pick up a rare set like this, it's just really cool to have the box and the manuals with it. Especially the box isn't in awful shape either. It's pretty decent. It's just got little creases down there, a little bit of wear marks down there, but again, for a rare set, this just kind of adds that next little level of things. So I'm very excited. I do not have ironically, I don't have a power functions remote, so I need to get that before I can really kind of run it and stuff. But now the trick comes to finding more passenger cars, and there's lots of rare parts there too. So that's not going to be a quick little find, but easier than finding the whole thing. And so I at least got one car and the engine. So that's the step in the correct direction. And so I'm pretty excited about that. Okay, I have stalled long enough. Let's take a look at what my surprise is. Okay, so you're like, why are we looking at this? This is the worst surprise ever. Absolutely correct. So we were looking at this before I left for Chicago. If you've been following my city updates, you know, I've been making this room for Ominous Isle. And I said I was hoping that Bricklink was going to have them there to look at because I saw them at a bunch of the other conventions. And so Bricklink was there. They did have all of the sets that are releasing in November, which is Ominous Isle, all the ones that are just finishing up pre-order right now. And so I stopped and talked with the Bricklink guys for a long time. They're awesome. I took a lot of pictures of Ominous Isle because I wanted to make sure that I got my spacing right because I'm going to build the kind of base plates of them to make sure that I got all my spacing, all that figured out so that, you know, when it ships in 6 months, I was going to have enough spacing, right? So I did all that. And as I was walking out of the convention center, I got a little bit of a surprise. So let's go over to my desk and take a look at that. They gave me a review copy. So this is Ominous Isle. It is a review copy from the awesome people over at Bricklink. They're amazing. I talked to Alex, who's head of the Bricklink designer program, for a long time. Super great dude. This got to come home with me as a review copy. So I'm super, I was so excited to get this. I can't even describe to you how excited I was. And so, I will be very quickly working this into the city. Obviously I bought Ominous Isle, so I will have a second copy coming. So I got to kind of think through, what that means for this. I'm definitely keeping both copies because I would like to have the box. This came without a box. Obviously, it just came as is. And so, you know, I got to kind of think through what maybe a double Ominous Isle looks like. Does that look like totally different, differently made piers? You know, does it look like just more of the same? Does it like mirror? What do I do with a second big island? Do I put them back to back to make a total island? Because this is only half an island. So I got to kind of think through that. I'm still getting over the excitement of having this, to be honest, even be able to think through what to do with it and what to do with the second one really is the question. But one catch is that the one that they tried to send to Brickworld actually got lost in the mail thanks to USPS. No, really, USPS delivers tons and tons of parcels every day and they get to where they're going. It's always when you're in a rush is when things go sideways. Anyways, so this was actually their copy from the office. And it got overnighted out to Brickworld so that it could be at the show. So it's missing a couple things, like it's missing this. There's just a couple other little parts that are missing from it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to disassemble each of the 3 big islands, and rebuild them and substitute in parts from my own stock or get the parts that I'm missing so that it is complete. Because I'm thinking that this one will be the complete one that lives in the city for sure as is. And then my second one that I get later will be kind of added on to this. But like I said, I'm not upset about that at all. I'm super stoked to have this, to be able to get this to work into the city. As you remember possibly me saying, I was super weird to be building for something that I'm not going to get for 6-7 months. Here it is to get worked into the city. So that's obviously has kind of moved up on the priority list because, again, the double Ominous Isle situation also means I might be trying to figure out how to make that bay a little bit bigger to fit some more pirate stuff because pirate stuff is cool. And I like pirate stuff. So I'll do a better review of this once I get kind of the pieces figured out and make sure it's all actually complete. So that I'm not showing you things that are missing or stuff like that. I feel fairly confident I probably have most of the pieces that are missing. And I'm also gonna make a Bricklink series about not only about the design series, but kind of how to use Bricklink, because I think there's a lot of people that don't understand Bricklink. So that's gonna be coming in the next couple weeks. I'm gonna do quick little tutorials about Bricklink, and I learned a lot about how they pick the sets for the Bricklink designer series. So I'm gonna talk about that as well, because I think that's important to know. So yeah, so this is going to be pretty high on the priority list for the next little bit, as I'm also working on getting Brickworld content out as well. But I'm excited to get this worked into my Vidiyo. And so for those of you that follow along with a bunch of my videos and my city updates, this is going to be kind of where I start with things. And then the other part that I'm going to work on, sorry, excuse the mess, is I'm going to work on what this train situation looks like, because I also learned that the train shed is bigger than I was expecting. It's actually 1 base plate by 2 base plates long. And so I need to figure out what I'm doing here. Because I also, have Brick Cross Station coming. I got to see that. I got to build a little bit of it. And so I need to kind of think through what that looks like also. And so this will be kind of the next area that I figure out. Because like I said, I wanted to split this and push this down that way and add in 6 base plates or so in here, 6 base plates wide. But I need to kind of think through what that's going to look like before I go ahead and pull the trigger, because there's a couple of issues that I'm going to run into. The first and foremost is if I move this straight down there, the Daily Bugle and the Town Hall won't fit because of their shelves. So I'm either going to need to move those shelves or come up with something different. And so I got to figure out that. And again, sorry, everything's a mess. I just got back. Am I going to make this bigger? I have room to move this down some if I want to make the bay bigger. I can gain probably 1 or 2 base plates here, and 1 or 2 base plates this way means 5 more this way. So that could add a whole lot of space. Sorry. That could add a whole lot of space here as well for more pirate things. So that might be advantageous as well. So yeah, I got lots of ideas since I'm back from Brickworld. Lots of amazing builds there. White whale. I'm so excited. So excited about it. I can't wait to get a remote and be able to run this thing. And then obviously Ominous Isle, which was just the absolute icing on the cake for a wonderful couple days in Chicago. All right, y'all, that's where I'm going to wrap this up for now. But there's lots more to come. So make sure you like and subscribe, and drop some things in the comments. Especially if what you thought my what my white whale was, and if you were correct, because I'm really curious to know what you guys thought I was actually after. So anyways, thanks y'all, and catch you later.